I don't know where I don't like. He just makes up numbers, obviously, but 21% inflation seems high considering we were at 9. Uh, he continues to say that they're pouring in from jails, taking, and this time he added union jobs. It's not just taking black jobs and Hispanic jobs, but also union jobs. Unions who historically don't fight for their membership and instead give the jobs to people who are here illegally. That's what unions are most famous for. I mean, God, we can't take it seriously. Somebody sent me, one of my Republican friends sent me like a clip about Kamala, like doing a word salad, and it's just hard to take that stuff seriously when you have Trump on the other side, when you have Trump up there just saying things that are nonsensical. Trump also made the claim that all the jobs that have been created under this administration were bounce back jobs. It's just not true. We have lower employment now than unemployment, than any other time or any time during the Trump administration. We've surpassed the jobs that were lost from COVID. It's just not true. I mean, that's what's crazy. Who just said that? The bar is so low for Trump. Like, if Trump told the truth half the time, it would be lauded as the greatest performance in history. Maybe RTP should cover the truths, not the lies. Well, come up here and let's talk about it. Let's talk about the truths and the lies. Did Trump leave a thriving economy? Because that's what he said. He said that when he left office, the economy was booming. Did that happen? That didn't happen. How come virtually every economist says that Kamala's plan is better? Why do you think all these economists are saying that her plan is better? Especially when Trump's saying, like, I'm going to cut taxes for the wealthy. Right? If that's really going to work, wouldn't the economists be like, this is great. You're cutting taxes for the wealthy. That's going to trickle down like it always does. Maybe. The economy is ruined by Trump. But yeah, I mean, the economy is ruined by COVID. But maybe my favorite part was a little sneak diss there by Kamala when she brought up that the Wharton School of Business has also said, or I guess their economists have said that her plan was better. Trump's response to that was, I went to Wharton, so I know better because I went to Wharton, where one of his professors called him the dumbest goddamn student that he ever had. For some reason, Trump thinks that tariffs will lead to an increase in cost of goods in China. That doesn't make any fucking sense at all. But that was his claim, is that, which is weird, right? Like, why would you care what the cost of goods in China are? But also, why would you think tariffs would lead to an increased cost of goods? You said Tim Walz is. I'm actually going to leave this playing in case we need to cut to somebody. I'll keep C-SPANs up. See who we've got live. I'll do my best. If we've got Walz speaking, we'll get to that. Again, for my guests, I don't know where they are. If my two guests are here, if either one of you wants to jump in the box, I'll bring you up. You can talk about it. Let's see. Donald Trump continued with this lie that, like, everybody left, right, and scholars all wanted Roe sent back to the states. That's nonsense. Almost nobody was asking for that. In fact, Roe was very popular. It was like a 70-30 issue at the time. Most people wanted Roe to stay in place, which is how they're voting. So that's an obvious lie that Trump is telling. It looks like. Who do you guys want to hear from first? Looks like we've secured an exclusive interview with Donald Trump and one of Donald Trump's most loyal supporters. Would you like to hear from Trump first, or would you like to hear from the loyal supporter first? You guys choose. Trump first or the loyal supporter? Trump? There's one vote for Trump, supporter. Supporter, Trump. All right, Trump's up first, and then his supporters will come, which is exactly how he'd want. Mr. Trump. How are we?
Well, hello there. How are we doing?
Your voice sounds great after all that talking.
Well, we're very sweaty, and quite frankly, we're being we did a tremendous job. Trust me, we did a great job tonight. And excuse me, I have to catch my breath. Hold on a minute. There's a lot of wow.
Well, how do you think you? I thought your start, if we're being honest, I thought it was a little shaky. How did you think you started off there, and how do you think you performed in that debate?
Well, I think I did a great job. I think I did well. We talked about the cats. People are eating the cats, and then we talked about the dogs and people eating dogs, and then we talked about. And that was great, and we did great with that. And we talked about the Taliban bananas. Okay, so it's a crazy day, and we did a great job.
You did.
Did you see my American flag pin was a lot larger than hers?
I
Quite
saw.
frankly.
I didn't notice that. I actually didn't notice that. That's good to know. Did you
Yes,
know
it was-
she would have a small pin? How did you know that was going to happen?
Well, you can't fight it with weakness, so we had to have a larger pin
Sure.
because you can't do it. You just can't do it. You have to have a great. Well, excuse me a second. I gotta catch my breath. Wow, that was a crazy night. Great. I can't believe crazy Kamala. It's just such a crazy night. You see her, she said to me, let's have a great debate. We shook hands. We did. I thought she was going to be nice. And she turned nasty really quickly. She turned into a real nasty bitch, quite frankly.
It it didn't look like you wanted to shake her hand. Is that true? That's what it looked like. It looked like you didn't want to meet her halfway. You made her walk all the way to you.
Well, yes, and if you notice, she pulled my hand back, and I was thinking, what the hell is this lady doing? I'm the one that's supposed to pull you in, and well, if you're a star, you can do it. Okay, you can do whatever you want. You could grab them by the. It's a platform I can't say, but it's great, and so you could grab them down there. But we did a great job because these are terrible people. They're Marxists. They're thugs, and they're just a disgrace. And if you look at what they did, okay, they said I'm crazy. Okay, they said
did
that
say that.
I'm loved by the dictators. I mean, wow. I said, sir, Vladimir. Please, Vladimir, please give me the Vladdy. I need some Vladdy. I've got very low supply. Melania needs to drink. She's having to deal with a lot of problems, and so we needed a lot of negotiations. But they did shut down the pipeline, and she didn't talk about it. She didn't even rebut.
She didn't.
So
She
I was
didn't.
able to do it.
Yeah.
And
Now,
also, excuse me. Sorry. Go ahead.
some will say that you may or may not know what tariffs are. Now, I probably am in the group of people who says, I'm not sure you know what a tariff is. Could you, if you want to take a moment, would you like to explain to us what a tariff is?
Well, a tariff is quite frankly, these are terrible people. And tomorrow is 9/11. And so we're talking about remembering these people that went into the Twin Towers. And these are those people. And
Sir, I'm wondering if maybe you think I said terrorist, but what I said is tariff.
you said tariff.
Yeah, tariff. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's different. Well, it is September the 11th, but quite frankly, what it is a lot of times people will build it's like a garden, and they'll have one level that's a little bit higher and one level that's a little bit lower. And so I believe terrace is what that is.
Yeah, that's terrace. That's different. Tariff. You mentioned tariffs that you were going to put on China, and I think so far you thought I said terrorist and terrorists, but tariff with the two F's at the end there. Is there only one F? There might be two.
Yes, tariff. I believe that's the thing that they said that I did a tremendous job with, but I don't remember. They said I put them on China, and I put them on China so hard. I said, sir, please give me the tariff. And they said, what the hell is a tariff? And I said, well, I actually, quite frankly, I said, well, I'm terrific. I'm terrific. Terrific tariff. I'm a terrific person, and I'm doing so good with the tariff people. These
Yeah.
are my voting bloc, and they love me. And what I did was I took a lot of money from the tariffs, and they say that the farmers were affected. And I said, we don't have farmers anymore. That's like from 1903.
No, are you? I just want to say, I do. It's been reported that you gave the farmers about $80 billion. Is it possible that they do still exist, and maybe you just forgot?
This is news to me because I was under the impression that they were bankrupt and we were giving them some sort of like the steel people, the steel industry, and they were coming back in and we were giving them money. So that's what they say, here's a check, and I just signed it. Really, I don't know.
Yeah.
If that's where it went, that's where it went. But I think we did tremendous. And
Yeah.
hold on a minute. I'm gonna hold it. And we did great. So we did excellent with those people. And I
With
didn't
the
do
farmers or the Chinese or I'm not sure if you're talking about the tariff people or the farmers or the
Well, we love
Chinese.
China. Okay, we love China, and nobody loves China. China, they say China like me.
They do
And
say that.
we love farmer people, but like I said, I didn't know that they existed anymore. Like they were gone in the 1900s, the early 1903s. And so
The 1903s, was that plural? Was
basically, we said they were gone. Nobody told me they existed. And so we did a great job. And I think I did a great job tonight.
Yeah.
I don't think that I did a terrible job. I think I did a tremendous job. I think she was very weak. And if you turn on Fox News right now, they're talking about how I did terrible. But we know that Fox News is fake news.
Are they
And
really?
we know that, well, if you look at it, the Hannibal people, the Hannibal Lecter people, I didn't do the weave tonight, though, quite frankly. There was no weaving or whopping or bopping or weaving or breathing in people. And so I didn't do any of that tonight. I did a great job. I think I stayed on topic very well. I think
Good,
she
yeah.
was just nasty.
Yeah.
She was so nasty.
She gets that way, man. I did want to say you appeared to be much taller than her. Is that was that a surprise? How much taller you were than she was?
Well, the high heels worked out very well, and then they said that they said that she was wearing red bottoms, and you've heard a lot of people talk about how these crazy women, they wear red bottoms and they do it. They love to show off their red bottoms, but I've never seen a red bottom. I'll tell you that. I've never
I
seen
don't.
it.
I gotta be honest. I don't have a clue in hell what you're talking about.
Well, they say bottom. They say bottom, and
Who says that?
well, the people, they say that the butt, the bottom.
Bottom.
And so I've never seen a red bottom unless we're playing in the hotel with Stormy Daniels, quite frankly. I could get into detail on that one. That was beautiful. I had a
No,
real.
just a reminder. You have told people that didn't happen. I just want to remind
Well-
you that previously you've said that didn't happen.
Frankly, it did, and it was tremendous. And she spanked me, and I had a red bottom. So, quite frankly, I've never seen a red bottom because I can't see my own bottom.
You're more of a
But
you're more of a recipient of the red bottom. You're saying.
We love it, and we took it really well. We did. We love to be dominated.
Well, listen, I know you've got a lot of places to be tonight. I appreciate you making your first stop here. Is there any message you felt like you didn't get to deliver that you'd like to deliver to the people right now before you go?
I will tell you. I think we did a great job. I'm looking at the spin room, and they're saying I did terrible. So I don't understand. They're actually saying I did pretty terrible. But I would say that a lot of people liked what they heard, and they heard great things about it. They heard about a lot of good with me, and I told them a lot of beautiful things about stories and fairy tales. And we ended on such a positive note. My
Very
closing
positive.
statement, my closing statement was so powerful, so inspirational. It was a message of unity. It was a message of strength. It was a message of coming together, not red states and blue states. And I know you heard it, but the fake news it'll be AI. They'll tell me it didn't happen. I have a concept of a conclusion and a concept of a plan, and I did a great job there. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you. RTTP. Okay,
That's right.
the people, they're saying that they need a plan, and so I said I will have a plan, but we need a plan from Kamala right now. We need
That's
it
right.
right now. I will get one later because I'm white, and that's okay with me. I get privilege, and she doesn't. She's a black woman. She is turning black. Okay.
She's in the process, right? I think.
And
Is
I
this
don't
what?
care. Quite frankly, I don't care if she's black or Indian. What the hell do I care? Quite frankly, but I did a great job, and they're saying Taylor Swift just endorsed. What a joke! I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. They are all against me,
Yeah,
and they're just this is unbelievable. But thank you, RT. I believe this is a beautiful podcast.
that's
And what we're
correct.
going to do before we leave, we're going to just do the dance, okay? It's a it's a dance that a lot of people are doing, and it's the Trump dance, okay? And so we're doing it,
It
and we
looks like
love it.
you're. It looks like you may be milking a cow or two of your bodyguards. Like it's hard to tell.
Well, but it's a lot of more strength. It's like a little more macho, you know.
It's
But
very macho.
very macho, and we do it so well. Quite frankly, you've done a
Uh,
good job tonight. I think you're doing wonderful things.
Thank
I
you.
don't know what podcast I'm on because I've been on a lot of them, right? I've been on a
This
lot.
is the Charlie Kirk podcast. It's good to have you here.
Unbelievable. I love you, Charlie. You've done a great job for people.
Yeah.
And we love you. You're very special, okay?
Thank
Okay?
you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you taking the time to be with us tonight, President. Have
Absolutely.
have a wonderful evening. Good luck getting that girdle off. Best of luck to you.
debt. You know how lucrative that can be.
We love medical debt. Yeah, that's lucrative.
Yes! Yes. Well, people are failing. The people of this country are failing. Their jobs are failing. Their kids are failing. No one in America is succeeding, not even the Republicans. How can we support people who are failing?
That's a good point. It seems, I
Right?
mean, it does seem like maybe those are the exact people we should be trying to help, but I guess I understand what you're saying.
But what else would Donald Trump run on if they weren't failing? We need them to fail. Donald Trump needs to come and save us.
That's a good point. Well, what do you
Right.
think? What do you think is going to happen in the polls now after this? It looks like Taylor Swift has now endorsed Kamala Harris. Do you know if any celebrities have endorsed?
Sorry, I couldn't hear what you said.
Mission Impossible. I think he's in there.
That has that lib Tom Cruise in it, though. We don't watch that.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry about that.
Right?
Okay, so John Voight, that's a good pickup. That's relevant. There's a lot of people.
Yes, we have to get the
following.
vote out. Get the vote out. You know, get people out there to vote.
Okay.
Well, and on that note, RTP, they talked about the election, right? And they tried to get Donald Trump for saying he lost by a whisker. And he said he was being sarcastic. That's what I always say. We cannot trust what he says because he is sarcastic. He's keeping it close to himself so that he doesn't reveal the truth right away. We
Yeah,
have to make... Oh,
I
go
was
ahead, go
wondering
ahead.
about that when he says I won by a whisker and he's saying he's being sarcastic. What exactly is the sarcasm intended there? What was he?
It's reverse psychology. We have to pretend that we're not winning. We have to pretend that the vote isn't getting out, and then Donald Trump will win if we convince everyone he's losing, or he did not lose, or did lose. Just go talk to Mike Pillow. Mike Pillow knows what's going on. He has all of the evidence.
Yes, good friend of
You
yours.
saw him at the DNC.
I did see him. It was hard to see him. He was in a disguise, which
The mustache was very tricky. He was very tricky by getting rid of the mustache. It was a good move.
yeah, nobody saw it coming. Well,
Right.
what do you think? I mean, I guess last message you want to give to the people for Donald Trump. Obviously, just a flawless performance, I think. But is there anything
Yes.
that he didn't cover that you think that the people need to hear?
I think he covered everything. They threw Biden out. They threw Biden out like a dog in Ohio and made sure that he has been eaten. He could do nothing. He was weak-willed. He was doing nothing, but he is also evil. Be prepared. He is evil. He will come back. He's actually running this whole election behind Kamala anyways.
He is while he's sleeping. Is that
Yes.
How
Yes.
does that work?
Yes, what he is a sleeping genius. He doesn't know what he's doing, but in his sleep he thinks so well. He's such a Marxist only in his sleep. I think ultimately Donald Trump nailed it in his final statement of the day.
Yeah.
The country is failing, you are failing, the chatters are failing, RTP is failing, everything is failing. No one is accomplishing anything. And Donald Trump needs to be back there to save the people.
Well, look, I feel like I've given you a lot of time and I'm losing so badly. It's time for me to run again. And until you can track me down again, I appreciate you coming by.
Thank you, RTP. Remember, liberals are useless slop and will do nothing to help the people. Vote Donald Trump. He's number one.
That's
Thank
right.
you. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, my friend. We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye. Just if anybody wants to see it, here we go. Here is the endorsement from Taylor Swift. She says, like many of you, I watched the debate tonight. If you haven't already, now is a great time to do your research on the issues at hand and the stances these candidates take on the topics that matter to you the most. As a voter, I make sure to watch and read everything I can about their proposed policies and plans for this country. Recently, I was made aware that an AI of me falsely endorsing Donald Trump's presidential run was posted to his site. I like how she doesn't mention the name of the site. It really conjured up my fears around AI and the dangers of spreading misinformation. It brought me to the conclusion that I need to be very transparent about my actual plans for this election as a voter. The simplest way to combat misinformation is with the truth. I will be casting my vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in the 2024 presidential election. I'm voting for Kamala Harris because she fights for the rights and causes I believe need a warrior to champion them. I think she is a steady-handed, gifted leader, and I believe we can accomplish so much more in this country if we are led by calm and not chaos. I was so heartened and impressed by her selection of running mate Tim Walz, who has been standing up for LGBTQ plus rights, IVF, and a woman's right to her own body for decades. I've done my research and I've made my choice. Your research is all yours to do, and the choice is yours to make. I also want to say, especially to first-time voters, remember that in order to vote, you have to be registered. I also find it's much easier to vote early. I'll link where to register and find early voting dates and info in my story. With love and hope, Taylor Swift, childless cat lady. Yes. Incredible. Incredible. The shade of posting the cat signing off as a child. Shut up about her being a Chiefs fan. We don't need to hear that. The cat, the sign off, it was beautiful. I see there's a couple people in the box. If you are not opposition, please hop out of the box. I'll take op as long as we have it. If we have opposition tonight, I'll stay. If we don't, I'll get ready for our show tomorrow. Either way, you're going to see a very tired version of me tomorrow. I'm getting requests for donations from Hillary Clinton. I don't need Hillary Clinton. Just send me stuff from Kamala. So I will start with DBert3 here. DBert, welcome. Maybe not. That's right. Gang. Bang, bang. Sorry, I'm getting tired. Bang, Niner gang. Jer. J-E-R, Jer. Don't know. No go there on Jer. And Deb, this is the last one in the box. Maybe we're just going to clear the box. Deb?
Hey, Jay. I just wanted to know if you heard about Taylor Swift.
I just read it. Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I wanted to say.
All right. Thanks, Deb.
Thank
Have a
you,
good night.
Brett. Have a nice.
All right, everybody. Box is cleared. Thank you so much for being with us for the debate coverage tonight. Is there somebody we can go raid that's up right now? Yeah, Taylor Swift. I mean, yeah, that's an endorsement. Yeah, she's casting her vote. Who can we raid? I'm gonna prep for the show tomorrow. Who can be raided right now? Joy Reid looking beautiful. Good Trouble. Jolly, Nemo, Good Trouble. USA. Yeah, how about Good Trouble? Tell Good Trouble I said hi, and tell that handsome man that we need to do some work together one of these times. Good Trouble is one of my favorite creators. So head on over to Good Trouble. Tell him that you came from RTP's Live. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning and every weekday morning, 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here, or Pacific Time, sorry, right here on TikTok. You can find the replays on YouTube as always. Let me check the messages real quick. Make sure I didn't miss any before we go. I think we're good there. I think we are. All right, I missed one. Tracy says, are you single and do you have a type? Yes and no. Good questions, Tracy. The answers to that is yes and no. I don't have a type. So shoot your shot, I guess. I guess that's how we're doing it. Thanks, everybody.